How's it going, lads and gals? My name is Beckett and welcome back to another Beckett Reacts video. And today will be another little bit of reactionception. Because today we are back with another one of Tyler and Paul's American Reacts videos. And we are on a part 2, admittedly. We're reacting to a part 2 without looking at part 1. But I already saw part 1 myself, and so, yeah. So today, we are looking into, it's right in front of me. Today I'm going to be watching and reacting to American Reacts to Weird British Objects, part 2. I can't quite remember what the first one had, because I think it was last week sometime, but either way, it was a good video. I enjoyed watching. It was interesting to see what the differences there were. So without any further ado, we're just gonna fucking go for it. So I'm gonna pop this in, and we're just gonna play.
What's going on, everyone?
Hello.
I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and continue learning about weird British objects. Part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, feel free to go check that out, or stay here in part 2. That's perfectly fine as well. But in part 1, I started learning about some British items that I had no idea existed. This included windows that open with a key, and windows that like swing out instead of pushing up. We have different windows apparently in Britain and America. Who knew, right? And the combination washer and dryer. Oh my god, why? I was thinking about this in part 1. Why is Britain holding on to all this technology and not sharing it with the rest of the world? Or maybe everyone just has this and not us Americans, but you can have a washer and dryer in one unit, and it's convenient. And it makes so much sense, but I didn't know about it. But it's just in Britain, so our British keyboards, that makes sense. Parking brakes, apparently British use the parking brake, and we sure don't. I forget it exists half the time. The electric kettle, what's another thing? Yes, that also makes sense. Electric...
That one confused me a lot, because I was like, how parking brakes are designed, or handbrakes are designed to be used to, like, you know, stop the car from moving when it's stationary. But obviously I think, obviously there was a comment on there where, as opposed to the UK, America primarily has a lot of automatic driving cars, and there's something to do with the mechanics on a manual where a parking brake or a handbrake is required. So it just, yeah. Unless I'm thinking about something else entirely, which it could be, but oh well.
Kettle. I was really being sold on the electric kettle, actually, in part 1.
I heard about that apparently, and I think this may be something he mentioned in the last video. I think I missed that part. But I heard that apparently the reason why Americans don't have electric kettles was because kettles take so much power and energy to, like, heat them up, that, like, the standard American home doesn't produce that much amount of power to power one. That's what I heard, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
That actually could be quite useful. I don't know why we don't have that either. Probably because we're not really a tea drinking people. And weird flavored chips, like roast dinner chips or crisps. And this has been very, very entertaining for me, and educational, to be honest. So I'm very curious to finish out this video and learn about more things that Britain has that I had no idea about. So, with that being said, let's take a look.
Next up is corn on pizza, or as the Brits would say, sweet corn on pizza.
What? 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 It just comes out of nowhere. Not what I was expecting. Corn? on pizza? I don't want to come across as judgmental here. But corn on pizza? I've never heard of that. And
I think I had it once. Years and years ago. It wasn't too bad. I never had it since.
the Americans
Plus, I kind of forgot it existed.
like corn. We love pizza. Corn on pizza. I've never even thought about that possibility. That's funny. Is that good? Maybe the joke's on me. Maybe this is good. I've never heard about this being a British thing, though.
Pizza. Pizza toppings are fascinating to me between countries, and we're actually going to do a whole deep dive between UK pizza and American pizza.
Oh!
Or should I say, deep dish dive.
Okay. Apparently there's a lot of differences between pizza in America versus Britain. That actually
I
sounds
don't get the
really
joke.
interesting. Is corn on pizza worth trying? Is it worth me getting strange looks from everyone who sees me? No one will look at me the same if I Maybe it's really good. I don't know. It's like sweet on the pizza, corn flavor on the pizza. I don't know.
Get it. Anyway, I had never seen someone suggest that you can put corn on pizza before.
No.
But apparently you can. My husband loves it this way. It comes as an option in UK Pizza Hut. I'm not gonna lie.
This what? Really? Because I was wondering, is this just her British husband? Is this just a few people who like corn on pizza? Is this really a British thing? They offer it in Pizza Hut in the UK. No way. It's that popular. Wow.
I think it's weird, but then why is it more weird than having other toppings on a pizza? It's not. I'm just not used to it, and it's something I hadn't seen before moving to the UK.
True. Good point. I'm trying to be open-minded on this. This is a weird one. I'm sorry. It's just because, I've only grown up here in America. We have our American ways. And it's never included corn on pizza. Or no one's even been bold enough to suggest this combination. But I have to admit, I'm intrigued now. Okay, let's keep going. This is good stuff.
Next up is the British flush. Everyone loves...
Oh, wait, of course. Don't America have like a pool cable or something, don't they? I'm pretty sure.
talking about...
If I'm thinking that right. He says. Yes.
toilet flushes, obviously. Favorite topic. That's why you're here. But
British flush? British flush. What could that mean?
did you know? I had never seen this kind of toilet flush button until moving to the UK.
What is this? What? What is this? What is this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've never understood why it's two buttons either. I don't understand what each one does. I think I was told once and then I've forgotten it, but yeah, I've never... I don't understand what the individual buttons do. They both press down at the same time whenever I press it, so it doesn't...
Is this like blow up the world? What does this button do? Okay, this is on toilets?
Yep.
It's like two buttons.
Yep.
Two buttons in one.
Yep.
What? Is it to flush the toilet?
No clue.
Brits have a button
I have no idea.
instead of a little lever thing. I don't know why I'm doing this, but flipping the lever.
Some do have those.
Buttons?
I had only seen
I mean,
ones like
sorry,
this.
no. Oh, what the? No, sorry. I mean, levers, not fucking levers. Yes, some do have levers. Fuck me. God. Oh, I better not. I'm not. There's many American words I use, and because I don't mind using them. For example, a lot of people I know get annoyed when I use the word process instead of process. There are many words that I refuse to use, and lever is one of them. It's fucking lever, mate.
In the US, and actually when I was in the US a few months ago,
Right.
I did see a button type one in an airport, so they could be catching on, But the first time I used a
Really?
UK toilet in Heathrow Airport, I literally took a picture of the flush button because I was like, what in the world is this thing? Next is a
What? Okay, that's all the explanation there is, huh?
Yeah, that's not
So,
helpful.
this is common? This is common in Britain? I
Yeah.
always have to ask
Yeah.
that, because I'm just like, I can't believe it. There's
It's
things that
common.
are so different that I had no idea about. The corn on pizza, buttons instead of little levers. This seems strictly, I don't know, more high-tech, I guess. So the toilets are a little better in Britain. Why are there like two parts to the button? Does
I
that mean
don't
anything?
know.
I got a lot of questions about the
I'm,
British toilet button.
I'm pretty sure I've been told it once, and I've completely forgotten it again. I'm pretty sure. That's likely what's happened.
But I think we're gonna leave it at that, and I'm just gonna lie awake at night wondering about the button. But anyway,
It's just nice little. It's just like, why? Why is it a button? Why?
let's keep going.
pull cord to turn on a light. It's a little bit
Oh.
old school, even in the UK, but
Actually, they're kind of being faded out a bit now. Like we only have one here in this house because of it's an old it's like it's an older designer building. But like newer houses are starting to have them like fitted on. It's one thing I don't like though about once this one sorry man. A lot of newer buildings are starting to have the light switches for bathrooms and toilet rooms on the outside. I mean, yeah, I guess you can like turn it on before you in and turn it off when you get out, but it's just so ease of access. Doing it on the inside is better than you can if you need to. Then if for whatever reason if something happens, then I don't know. I guess I'm just used to having one inside that is just now I'm used to just doing it on the inside. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, onwards.
when I first when I first moved to the UK, there was a pull cord to turn on the light in the bathroom in my in-laws' house, and this was very strange to me.
Yes, this would be strange. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking around right now. Like on the fan, there's a ceiling fan above me. It has a pull cord to activate the fan, and the light has a little cord. Other than that, other than a fan, you don't really see that at all anywhere in an American house. So, thanks to fans, I'm familiar with them. Are pull cords more common in Britain? That's very, very
I'd say it's
random
mixed.
to me. Why would that be? They're just kind of like old
On newer buildings, on newer buildings, I'm gonna guess not, but on older ones probably.
school?
It has to do with regulations about electric connections in the bathroom in the UK, which is a whole
Okay.
other video. But I had for sure never seen a cord to turn on a light. I swear to you,
Right.
I panicked every single time I turned it off or on because you had to pull it really hard to get
Oh.
it to work.
Oh, yeah.
And I was always afraid I was going to break it. And actually, at one point, the cord did snap and they had to tie it back together.
That happens a few times.
They're really hard to pull. You know what else this reminds me of? Like in old houses, in like a cabinet or a pantry or something, a closet or an attic, you might run into a pulley string cord activated light. Is this really more common in the UK? That's very interesting to me if that's true.
I've never had a pull cord to turn on a light in my own home in the UK, but this is
No.
definitely something I had never seen in the US.
Right.
So,
True.
tell me.
Sure, this is very true. There's not just pull cords around the house to activate lights, except for the ceiling fans. Then there is. I don't know. So I'm kind of familiar with a pull cord. It's just not common. This is a weird one to me. Okay.
Do you have a pull cord to turn on the light in your bathroom?
Yes, I do.
The next one
No.
is a sad one, and not because of
Oh.
the thing, but because I hadn't seen the thing, and the thing is a crumpet. I had never seen a
crump-
crumpet.
I can't. Alright.
before
A crumpet. A crumpet. Crumpet is like the most British sounding word to an American. Like when Americans think of Britain or a British stereotype, we start talking about tea and crumpets. A crumpet is like some kind of pastry, right?
It's something like that, I think. Yeah.
Or you can have it with tea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's kind of like a muffin or something.
I think it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture. But it's not. It's not. It's one of those things that I mean. I used to have them when I was younger, and I never really was able to. Like. It's an odd feeling. It's not as like tough and flaky as like pastry, but it's a lot more like it's not like bread or like muffin or anything. It's a weird thing, but yeah.
Not sure.
Moving to the UK, I definitely did not know what it looked like. Though I had heard of it as in tea and crumpets,
Yes.
but I could not have picked a crumpet
Yes.
out of like a baked goods lineup.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
Exactly. Like, for some reason, us Americans, we have heard the word crumpet, but never really seen one. I think somewhere along the line, in some video I've done, especially ones on tea, I have seen a crumpet. It's like, but it's hard to describe. It's like what we call an English muffin, I think, actually. But most Americans...
So that's a different thing. An English muffin's not actually. So I don't know if it's different in America, but to us a muffin is basically like a cake, like a small little cupcake sort of thing, and an English muffin is nothing like that. An English muffin is basically it's basically like a little bit like it's a little bit like a bread roll, like a really soft, round like bread roll sort of thing.
Americans have never seen one. We've only heard stories and legends about this thing.
Legends. The legend of the crumpet.
Those who are not in the know, crumpets look like this, and they're basically the perfect vessel
Oh.
for butter.
Yeah. This
Yep.
is literally what Americans call an English muffin.
I mean, just fairly you recognise it, but no, that's a different thing entirely.
This is what it is.
No.
This is a thing in America. It's not that popular at all.
They're two
but
different
they
things.
exist. They exist. Believe me. And we call them English muffins. Maybe that's why. Maybe we associate them with being like an English thing, a UK thing. But we don't want to call it a crumpet for some reason. So this is a crumpet. Okay.
That's a
perfect,
crumpet.
Great.
Toast them. And while I do not eat them often, when I do eat them, it is the best thing ever.
Okay.
Next is the
Yeah, I used to have them. I mean, I can't now because of my bloody gluten intolerance. But I do have them now, and no, I know but I did used to have them, and they were quite nice.
The crumpets are, I mean, yeah, I got nothing against crumpets. They look very good. I've had English muffins. They're good. I should have them more often. We don't have like tea or dedicated tea time during our American days. It's very sad. So we don't have like a food that goes with it or a snack, and the crumpets seem like a really, really good for that purpose, actually.
blackcurrant flavor. So, did you
Black currant. Okay. Black currant. Oh my god. Now, I'm so glad this is part of this list because I'm still very confused about black currant. Apparently, this is a flavor
Yep.
or a berry, and
I think it's a flavor, but I think it's also a berry as well. I think.
therefore a flavor in the UK.
Yep.
I'm not exactly sure what the flavor is or tastes like because I've never had it
I'm not a fan of it.
or had anyone describe it. I heard this word somewhere along the line, had no idea what this meant. It sounds like the name of a band or a river, you know, the Black Current.
You know, it's blackcurrant. It's a flavor, and it's one of those. It's one of those flavors where you either eat depending on like either like in like a family or in like a friend group. It's the it's a thing of either you like it or you don't, and if you don't, the chances are there's someone in your family or your friend group that does like him. So you'll have like so in your little bag of sweets, you'll have like I don't know, all the apple flavor, all like the orange and yellow ones. You'll have all those ones. And then there'll be the strawberry. I mean, in my case at least, then there's the red, the strawberry, and the black, which the blackcurrant ones left. I'm like, and all these I don't like them. I mean, I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, but that's what it's like with my family.
Some current in the ocean or something. Most Americans, like all Americans basically, have never heard of this word, have no idea what this is or that it's a flavor. I heard about it on YouTube or the internet or something. So I'm very glad this is on the list.
No, that blackcurrant flavor is not a thing in the U.S.
No.
Blackcurrant bushes were actually banned in 1911 in the U.S. due to a fungus it carried called white pine blister rust that threatened the timber industry. Cannot have that.
Oh, we literally can't have blackcurrant, like, because of law. Yes.
So most Americans today have never eaten a blackcurrant, whether like in any form.
No.
The actual berry in a jam and a sauce, nothing.
This is true. This is absolutely true. So it's a berry, and you make like jams and sauces.
What about
like
jam?
A
I don't know.
Like water or something as well, right? I think.
You can make alcohol with it as well.
The fungus actually does happen in Europe. It's not exclusive to America. But Europe kept the blackcurrants and got rid of the white pine tree, while America went the other way, which is pretty interesting if you ask me. And
that is interesting. Oh, she didn't explain the flavor or anything. I kind of want to look that up. What's the flavor? Okay, here we go. Black currants have a strong, tart taste with hints of cherry and an earthy tone. Cherry with an earthy tone. Okay. I'm still not sure what this means. It's like when one of the sommeliers, wine tasters, tries to explain the taste of a wine professionally. It's like, it has an earthy, it has the smell of fresh tennis balls and earthy cheese. And it's like, what are you saying? It smells like it tastes like freshly clipped grass. Like, when have you eaten that? Some say they taste like grapes, while others compare them to passion fruit or raspberries. So no one can really say what they taste like. They taste like everything. Cherries, grapes, passion
Probably
fruit,
by
raspberries.
different from person to
Eaten
person.
raw, they are tart, but they are sweet when ripe. When dried, they have vanilla and wildflower taste. Okay. I'm still confused on the blackcurrant taste. But there you go. Let's keep going.
finally, rhubarb. Rhubarb is an interesting plant. Technically a vegetable, but often eaten as a fruit.
Rhubarb. The first thing my mind went to is like rebar.
Rebar.
Rebar used in
Rebar.
building things or something.
I don't know why I find this funny. Rebar.
This is rhubarb.
I don't entirely know what that means, but when I was researching rhubarb, a website said that, so we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, it's rhubarb.
I've
It's
never
rhubarb.
heard of it. I like how sometimes I say
I might have heard this word, rhubarb, but now I think I was thinking of rebarb.
Rebar.
Rebarb.
Rebar.
And I have no idea what this thing is.
I'm bringing you the most accurate information possible, and sometimes I'm like, I scanned this in Wikipedia in 2 seconds and added it into the video, restating it as fact.
Okay, fair.
So
fair.
This rhubarb segment, you guys, it's a little sketchy. Anyway,
Okay.
I had never seen or heard of rhubarb while living in the
Rhubarb. What is this? Do Brits eat this?
I
Is this
don't.
like
Some do,
lettuce?
I don't. I'm not a
It's a
fan.
big leaf plant. Okay.
US. Now you can understand why so much research has had to be done. Further investigation has revealed to me that possibly this is because I lived in the South, and the climate in the American South, it's not good for rhubarb. So it's more popular in the northern states, but it's still a relatively unusual ingredient in many parts of America and not as often used as in the UK. Now this brings me to the end of this video.
Okay.
Which of my answers surprised you the most?
Okay. Oh, okay. And that's it. That's the end. Very good. That was very enjoyable. A bit shocking at times. I gotta be honest. but educational, I think. I'm actually glad to know about these British things I didn't know about, these objects. And many of these...
Oh, balls.
Why don't we have these here in the United States? They seem cool. The toilet button, the pull cords, whatever. I can live with or without them. Crumpets, but we have English muffins, so I think we have crumpets, but don't know it.
Yeah, what you call an English muffin is actually a crumpet. You're getting them, you're getting two different things mixed up there, my friend.
Black currant, apparently it would kill all of our pine trees, so we can't have that. And rhubarb, we might have. Anyways, this was a very funny list. This is actually very enjoyable. This was by Girl Gone London, and I gotta give this a like, because I liked that very much, actually, and I learned a thing. Anyway, if you liked this as well, feel free to give this...
I did. And as per the last video, the last American reaction video I did, I will put not only Tyler's video in the description, but also that video he was reacting to in the description as well. No, that was good. I'm actually starting to really enjoy these videos. Like, I tried it once. Like I said in my last video doing this, I tried it once and I just didn't enjoy it that much. Well, no, I enjoyed it, but then I didn't. Then it came to the editing and I gave up. But no, this time I'm having a lot more fun with it. So yeah. But yeah, so with that is all I've got time for this video, guys. If you like, in the description is please be sure to leave a like if you liked the video, leave a comment if you're leaving your thoughts on this stuff, and also consider subscribing to not only my channel but also Tyler's and the video and the person who he was reacting to as well. Thank you. If you like, in the description, like I just said, there'll be links to all videos here in the description, as well as my link tree with several other links on there of me doing other things all over the internet. If you have any suggestions for videos you want me to react to or whatever or anything like that, please do let me know. There is in the link tree a Discord server that you can access. In there is a Sergeant Beckett, there is like I think, I can't remember if it's called Sergeant Beckett Reacts or reaction video suggestions, but there is a page dedicated to sending videos for me to react to. So if there's a specific video you've seen that you want to get my views on, then please send it my way and I shall have a look at it. But yeah, no, so that's that. So thank you all again so much for watching. I shall see you all in the next one. Adios.